Guess who's back? Back again. That'd be Artie Burns re-signing with the Seattle Seahawks. Tyler Jones here with you for the second time today as we bring you breaking news this hour. The Seahawks announcing the return of Artie Burns to the roster as he's expected to compete for a 53-man roster spot in OTAs, which began today. We'll tell you more about the signing of Artie Burns and give you some details, go over some statistics, all of that and more coming up in a matter of moments. Before we do, folks, today, not tomorrow, today I want to get to 38,000 subscribers here on the channel. 78 away. We need your help to reach that milestone, and I believe we can do it. Folks, that's why you subscribe. We just got through finishing up some other stuff in the office. We were getting ready to pack our bags and go home, and we said, no. We got to break down the Artie Burns signing, folks. That's why we're built different around here. Subscribe to the channel for free. Turn on notifications. That way, bam, you can get that alert when we have breaking news just like this one right here. Subscribe for free. Turn on notifications. Let's get to 38,000 subscribers. Join us for our live shows, our watch parties during the season. This is the channel for the diehard fan of your Seattle Seahawks. Subscribe for free today. Artie Burns, former first-round pick by the Pittsburgh Steelers back in 2016 out of Miami. And this was a guy that had a lot of hype coming into the NFL. You go back to his rookie season, and he was pretty solid, had multiple interceptions in that rookie season, but hasn't really been the same player since. And last year for the Seahawks, he was a guy that only played in 3 games this past season. And so with that, you looked at this Seahawks team and the core, what we've talked about with this secondary for the last several months was the youth movement, the young guys that are holding it down for this Seahawks team. And with Artie Burns being re-signed, I'll say this much. It doesn't really change anything for Seattle. I think at the end of the day, if we're going to be honest with ourselves here, Artie Burns is going to be a camp body. He's going to compete for a roster spot. Good luck to him. But the odds are stacked against him. And in the Seahawks case, of where this roster is at and all the talent that's in this secondary right now, it's a good problem to have. Think about this, okay? Devon Witherspoon, who you drafted with the number 5 overall pick. Day one should be a starter for you at outside corner. To partner with Tariq Woolen, who was as good as any rookie defensive player in the entire NFL last year, tying for the league lead in interceptions with 6. And then Coby Bryant. Everybody loved Tariq Woolen so much they forgot how good Coby Bryant actually was too. He'll hold things down as your nickel back. You still have Trey Brown around, who I like Trey Brown. I thought he was a good player coming out of Oklahoma. He's got starting experience. Julian Love, of course, you brought in, and he's kind of the insurance policy for Jamal Adams. Mike Jackson is still around. He was one of your starting outside corners last year. This secondary group is loaded in 2023. Artie Burns might not make the roster, but in Seattle's case, competition makes everybody better. So although things don't look great for Artie Burns to end up on the 53-man when it's all said and done, I think in Seattle's case, this only makes this team better. You're only going to push these guys further as far as that goes. So I'm fine with the signing. Does it move the needle a whole lot? Not really, but it's a move that I think makes everyone tougher and compete harder when it comes camp, that nothing is going to be a given as far as that goes. So I'm fine with the signing. Will Artie Burns make the final roster? That is our pinned comment today. What do you think? Y for yes, in for no. Will Artie Burns make the final roster or not? Let us know in the comment section what you think. Y for yes, in for no. So the career statistics for Artie Burns. Let's show you these numbers from his career so far. 72 games played. He's had 4 interceptions, 172 tackles, 6 tackles for loss, and 33 pass breakups at this point in his career. And just to kind of put perspective on that, for his career, which he's been in the league since 2016, Tariq Woolen had more interceptions this year than what Artie Burns has had his entire career. So that's to kind of give you an idea on that of the lack of production of sorts when it comes to the former first-round pick. But nonetheless, the 3 games last year did not really do much at all of anything for Seattle, but you look at this group, beyond Artie Burns, we mentioned him just competing with these guys. I want to go one by one, just show you what we're talking about of this group that Seattle has. Devon Witherspoon, last year, who you picked at number 5 from Illinois, who I had as the best corner in this draft, is coming in off a season where he had 42 tackles, 3 interceptions, and 14 pass breakups. He was just a beast in the secondary last year, right? And so Devon Witherspoon, him and Tariq Woolen together, you got 2 guys that are going to be making plays. They're going to be creating turnovers on their ends, and they're going to be just phenomenal. I love this 1-2 punch of what they are going to bring together. And, Mike Jackson, for example, just being able to be a piece that can, fill the void of sorts. If we are, going to see, let's say, an injury to Devon Witherspoon or an injury to Tariq Woolen, Mike Jackson is a guy who I think is more than capable. He's shown that he can fill that role as he started for Seattle, in 2022. So Mike Jackson, not a guy that costs you a whole lot either. Trey Brown was starting experience, although we did not see him a whole lot last year. Another piece that is going to make this group really good. So my confidence level, I'm telling you, is extremely high. Artie Burns, somebody that I understand if you may not be too excited about, but you look on down the line, from the Mike Jacksons to the Trey Browns to the others. I mean, I haven't even talked about Isaiah Dunn yet. Isaiah Dunn, another guy that people in the Pacific Northwest are very familiar with out of Oregon State. A guy that we're still waiting to see more of potentially. There is a lot of reason to be optimistic, a lot of reason to be excited about what this group can do in 2023. So, although we're talking about Artie Burns and he's the signing here and he's the news of the day, kind of taking this 2 steps back, just big picture here. Folks, we have been fired up all offseason, right? And rightfully so. And for me, when I sit here today and I say to myself, when I look at this team, when we talk about those names, the Devon Witherspoons, the Tariq Woolens, the Coby Bryants of the world, in addition to your safeties of Jamal Adams and Quandre Diggs and Julian Love, watch out. I mean, these are going to be some incredible days ahead for this group. The best is yet to come, I'll put it that way. So the Artie Burns signing, does it do a whole lot? Not really, if we're going to be honest here, but it is going to make this thing more competitive over these next couple of weeks. You're going to push these guys, and that's what you want, is pressure on these young guys to perform and play their best. And so I'm all for it. Best of luck to Artie on making the 53-man roster. Not counting on it, but we'll see as far as that goes. Maybe there's some injuries, too. That's another thing. If injuries happen in camp, whatever, Artie's not a bad guy to hang around to potentially fill a roster spot if you need him in that sense either. Grade the signing, A, B, C, D, or F. What do you think of the move to sign Artie Burns, bring him back to Seattle? Let me know what you think in the comment section. A, B, C, D, or F, and let me know. Hit me up on social media, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Tyler Jones Live. You can find me there, and I'll see you next time right here on Seahawks Today.